In this video, I'm going to walk you through the daily routine I use to spot high quality, explosive opportunities. It's a 10 to 30 minutes process that keeps everything simple and helps me avoid emotional decisions. It's the same routine I repeat every day, and it's the reason I stay objective, focused, and in control no matter what the market's doing. If you want a clearer and calmer trading process, this will help you instantly. And remember to subscribe for more insights like this. Let's dive in. I'm going to talk about my 10 to 30 minutes daily routine, my daily trading routine that I do every single day, right? And I'm going to take you through the 6 steps basically that I follow to screen, review my positions, and go about my day for trading. And that's all it takes. Take me 10 to 30 minutes depending how many stocks my screener is going to return me. Every day, right? It's clean, simple, consistent. So as I said, there are 6 steps for that. As basic as opening my workspace where everything is saved and loaded, and I'll take you through in detail of each step. I'm just going to go through them quickly right now. Reviewing ongoing positions, reviewing my watch list, which are the things that I've saved that I'm monitoring, or things that I did not trade but I still want to see how they develop for learning purposes. I run my screeners. That's what shows me my opportunities. I look deeper if something stands out, and that's where I'm going to plan and monitor things, right? Place orders and so on. And number 6 is done. I repeat that daily, every single day, and that's the power of a trading routine. And the beauty of that is that it takes me very little time, so it's compatible with many other projects, hobbies, work, businesses. I like to do it early morning. Everything happens when markets are closed, so I choose early morning, first thing I do when I wake up. However, you could also do it at night. So let's dive now a little bit deeper into each of the steps. So as I said, the first thing I'm going to do when I start my trading day is open my workspace. So I launch my platform and everything's already loaded, organized, layouts, my list, and my tools. So you have a screenshot there of what I use. So I use Pro Real Time, but you could organize that however you want, even on TradingView and other softwares. That's all good. And so I like to use a weekly chart on the left side, and that's what I use for screening. It's very simple. I'm going to use candlesticks or sometimes bar charts. I have a 20 simple moving average. So yeah, moving average at 20 period, and I use Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands, as you know, because I like to look at contraction of volatility and very specific pattern. I trade breakouts and I go with the trend. On the right side, I'm going to have a weekly chart, and that's going to be great to just fine-tune analysis, like the resistance lines, if I see micro basis, contraction, volatility, and to appreciate better breakout and volume. So the daily time frame is really used for a timing, fine-tuning kind of perspective. I use volumes, I use indicators a bit for market cap to see how liquid a stock might be. And I basically have my screener and a bunch of lists. And this list are going to be all the things that are saved, right? Either my ongoing trades, so these are charts, right? Tickers, my ongoing trades, the thing that I'm following, opportunities, the past trades, and so on. So everything is already loaded as is, right? As you see right now when I open my workspace. And that's important. That's what allows me to save time, really. I open it, boom, I'm ready. I'm ready to get going. The second thing I do is review ongoing positions. So I check the situations I'm already involved in. I check what's active, what's progressing well, and what might need attention, right? So I use a couple list actually, and that's part of my risk management. I use a couple list in and free. So the in category are trades where I placed an order that has either not been executed yet. So I want to monitor, that trade. Why am I not executed yet? Is it because price has not yet touched my buy stop order, or is it because actually we had a gap and we went too far beyond my entry max price? So that's what's used for. And the second thing is also the trade where I am already in a position, but I'm still at risk, which means that I have not yet locked in with my stop any profit, or the trade is not what I call free, meaning I can't lose anymore. So that's what I have in that list. The free category are trades which are already locked in. So I took partial profits of this trade, and I raised my stop to break even or beyond, meaning that I cannot lose money anymore on this trade, and I'm gonna stack my free trades in that list. The third step is reviewing my watch list. So there are two things that I watch for, right? And the watch list is ideas and monitoring, as I said. So I'm gonna look at, for example, when I do my screening, if I see something developing that looks really good, that the pattern I like, I'm gonna put it into my watch list. And every day, as I'm gonna do this routine, I'm gonna check how these opportunities are developing. The other thing is what I call trend. These are patterns or symbols that either I missed, right? So I missed taking the trade. I was too late or I didn't see it, but it's still interesting to see how it develops. Or a trade that I decided not to take. Maybe I felt, I don't know, uncomfortable. Maybe I felt like the pattern was not quality enough or something was missing. There's usually some uncertainty tied to that. And it's really interesting to put that in a list because this allows me to follow along, like to simulate had I taken a trade, what would have happened, and to learn from that. So it's really like learning capabilities, and also to stack basically to store a bunch of like good trades, whether you took them or you didn't. But it's really interesting to store trades, high quality setups, and to do like that review regularly, to go through the good setups to get your eyes and your judgment better and better and better. Number 4 is running my screeners. So I use specific filters that help me spot the exact setups I am looking for, and that across several markets. So I'm gonna run my screener on the NICE, on the Nasdaq, on the Euronext, on the German exchange, Italian, Spanish, Belgium, and maybe there are a few others. And what that does is for specific criteria, right? Specific thing that I'm looking for in stocks, it's gonna return me a list, and very quickly I can just scroll through with my mouse, and I can, it takes me a couple seconds to just see, okay, is this interesting or not? So even if I have a list of, when you have a lot of opportunities, when the markets are running, even if I have a list of 200, 300 tickers, which is rarely the case, but if that's the case, it still takes me 5-10 minutes max. It takes me really a few seconds on everything, right? So that's what I do. The screener really does a lot of the heavy lifting to filter out a lot of the stuff I don't want to be looking at, and then I manually, with my own eyes, go through that and vet whatever it is that choose whatever it is that should requires my attention. Number 5 is, as I do my screener, I look deeper if something stands out. So if something is looking promising, I'm going to slow down and I'm going to look at it more carefully. If it's strong, it's going to go in my watch list, or if I have a doubt for any reason, I maybe put it into the trend list. And if it's ripe, if it's ready, well, I prepare my plan for it. I'm going to see, okay, where do I want to enter? What's going to be my stop? Maybe I'm going to place a resting order and so on. I spoke about that in another video, but these are the two main things that I trade, right? Cup and handles and tight bases. And you have examples right there on your screen. These are really, really good examples. Again, you can see how these have an amazing contraction of volatility. Look how the Bollinger Bands are pinching and they are horizontal, and towards the end, right before the breakout, it's amazing, right? And these two are really under a very clear resistance line. So I have a separate video for the 6 elements I look for explosive opportunities. Feel free to go and watch that. But these are the two main things that I trade and that I look for when I do my screening. And number 6 is you're done, but repeat daily. This is really important. Repeating daily that process. It's simple. It doesn't take much time. Like I said, 10 to 30 minutes. It's clean, simple, consistent. 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes is going to be, a bit like at the moment when I'm doing this video, the markets are ranging, so the screeners are not very full. And this takes, 5 to 10 minutes, and that's all. And it might be that, when the market conditions are not appropriate, it might be that most of your screeners are empty and your routine is actually very short, only a few minutes, because there's almost nothing to look at during your trading routine. And that doesn't matter. The power of this is to do it and repeat every single day, to never miss opportunities. And it can take up as much as 30 minutes because, when the stars are aligned and the markets are running, the screeners are going to be full. So I'm going to have a lot of things to look at, but it's never going to take me like hours, right? It's always manageable. It always takes a little bit of time only out of my day. And I really love that, right? So if that's something that you'd like to learn, please, subscribe, YouTube, X, Telegram, and also head over my website and drop your mail if you want to be updated on the latest news and the latest thing that I'm going to release. Thanks for watching.